It's only 24 hours in a day. I work 16 of them. Every move I make, the feds, they following me.
What?
They watching me. They know I got a wife. Why can't I have a personal life? I got 4, 5 bank account, 4, 5 girlfriend. Everybody knows I'm a kingpin. It ain't my fault. I got millionaires for friends. Down with me, nigga, from the beginning to the end. Yeah. Every move I make, the beat, they follow me. Every move I make, the beat, they follow me. They watching me. They know I got a wife. I can't have a personal life. I got 4, 5 bank account, 4, 5 girlfriend, 4, 5 bank account, 4, 5 girlfriend, 4, 5 bank account, 4, 5 girlfriend. Everybody knows I'm a kingpin. 4, 5 bank account, 4, 5 girlfriend, 4, 5 bank account, 4, 5 girlfriend, 4, 5 bank account, 4, 5 girlfriend. Everybody knows I'm a kingpin. 4, 5 bank account, 4, 5 girlfriend, 4, 5 bank account, 4, 5
Rep like Project Pat on that whole damn show. Speakers knocking, bitches jocking. Ain't no stopping. Getting to this money, hoe was popping. Yeah, I'm rapping like Project Pat the whole fucking song.
Welcome to the Broken Pencil Booking Company Pro Wrestling Podcast, infused with hip hop. I am Wood.
Made daily.
Fresh.
You scratch so damn long, I forget the next part.
With organic
farm to table broken pencil logic. You stay classy, internet. I'm Suave Burgundy.
Yeah, you got it. You nailed it.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't get Space Ghost coast to coast, but I'm still here.
No one wanted to see that shit.
It's Mr. Copyright Infringement himself, the Petty Messiah, and the biggest Mang, the big Mang, and the medium-sized Mang have got a show for you.
Shouts out to my brother J Red in the building, representing.
What up?
Hey. We got a guest up in this bitch.
You did?
Crazy week.
To say the least.
For a lot of reasons.
Things happen.
Man.
First and foremost, rest in peace to NBA legend, Laker great, Kobe Bryant.
Absolutely.
Black Mama.
Reverence and respect.
We will be giving a 10 swoosh salute at the end of the show. We won't go into too much, you mourn your own ways, but this is a celebration, bitches.
Indeed.
So we'll leave it at that. Also, rest in peace to the other 8 members of the flight path or flight crew rather, including Kobe Bryant's 13-year-old daughter.
Yes, absolutely.
Again, this is a celebration. This is not a moment of somber, and we also have a lot of wrestling to talk about still.
A lot. It's a big 5 pay-per-view weekend.
We had the biggest news of the weekend: NXT Worlds Collide. I'm sorry, WWE Royal Rumble this past Sunday.
You failed. You failed miserably.
I was no-selling you from the gate. I was like, okay.
Well, you failed that test.
We'll figure it out eventually.
WWE Royal Rumble this past Sunday. NXT Worlds Collide this past Saturday.
H-Time.
Because, bitch, Texas. It's too easy.
H-Time, stay down.
Hey, also in San Antonio yesterday was Monday Night Raw. Who do we have on duty?
Shout out to my little brother Chance, coach extraordinaire, handling much business as a correspondent for Broken Pencil Logic.
Chance there.
If you are on the Instagram of Broken Pencil Logic, aka at Broken Pencil BC, you will see all these fantastic shots and videos that were procured by us by our own ringside correspondent.
Yeah.
Broken Pencil BC on all things social. It's Broken Pencil BC on what?
Everything.
Yeah. Show at brokenpencilbc.com. Let's go with the hashtags. You can't write this. Mark my words. Folk Life Shorty. Fuck the casual fan.
With the
Broken
shit.
Pencil Logic and with the shit.
Good job. You've advanced to the lightning round. Follow us on all social platforms.
And
they'll be booing us. They'll be booing us by the end of the show. Don't worry about it.
Jesus.
They might be booing you.
Fuck it. I mean, y'all ain't gonna ride.
We coming for you, nigga.
You've done, yes. See, I wasn't even the first one to do it, so I don't feel bad about nothing that happens from here on. Follow us on all social media platforms. That's Twitter. That's the Book of Faces. That's
Insta Jeezy.
Yeah, Insta Jeezy, and don't forget you Tweezy.
You Tweezy, they fucking with us, man. The fans is watching. Luckily for them, I ain't got no music for them this week.
Well, there's some hoes out here.
They half a hoes. They hiding and being hoes.
We happen to find that clip.
They out here a hoe and a half.
Go 3 for 3.
Man, just out here just
you motherfuckers,
you dirty rat soup eating motherfucker. Wow. Just out here just making life
you
hard.
gold mouth mammy fuck.
You know it's hard out here for a pimp. You ain't know.
Whoop that trick.
Trying to get the money for the rent. You ain't know. For the Cadillac and gas money spent. You ain't know. It's bad out here, bro.
Jimmy Iovine just sitting there. I wish they would again. I'm waiting on
it. It ain't Jimmy. That's the fucked up part.
It ain't Jimmy.
Jimmy gave us a pass.
He did give us a pass.
Jimmy ain't Jimmy listened to the podcast 40, like everybody else do.
49 other songs.
It's the motherfuckers.
One song.
It's the motherfuckers at UMG has got a problem.
I'm gonna say you bought 85% of hip hop. Go back and listen to episode 50. I bitched about it, episode 51. This is the 52 card pickup right here. It's the 52 card pickup. So I want you to understand something. Episode 50. I played 18 dope ass classic 50 Cent records. I could have went for 50, but I didn't want to bore y'all with that much music. But it was still going to be exciting because it's 50 Cent and it was me live on the mix.
Some fucking appreciation would be nice.
But out of 18 funky ass records, one got hit with the.
Do you wonder why nobody want to come to your funk ass cookout?
So staunchly. Take it down. Take it down.
You take it down. Take it the fuck down.
That's trash.
Shout out to John Toffer in this bitch.
Wow.
Oh, man.
All right.
Your mama was a Welch and your daddy had no style.
Wow.
That's how I feel about it.
All right. So let's get this out the way early.
Yeah.
Our very first interview, Broken Pencil BC family member, of what I like to say, because Indeed. Bitch, Texas. Lance Archer has been outside of the WWE happenings, has been the individual talk of the wrestling industry over the last I say a week or so.
He's been polishing his presentation in Japan.
Everybody dies.
I mean, we talked about it early.
Shout out to the Murder Hawk.
Everybody dies.
He completely revamped his entire image.
Complete makeover.
Added more offense to his repertoire for anybody I've ever seen, regardless of experience in the ring.
Then start hitting flips and dives.
I mean, this is a whole grown ass 6'10" man,
like real short flips off the apron.
A legit 6'10", not that player's handbook 6'10".
Right. Telling people on live cable television they done fucked up.
Right. Catching people and throwing them in the crowds of people.
Like he's literally murdering stars.
Yeah, everybody dies.
Everybody dies.
Everybody dies.
That said, apparently we shouldn't be surprised if he ends up on AEW TV soon.
You know what? I hope they start a bidding war. I want his tax bracket way up.
Yep.
I want him to start bidding, throwing stupid money at our guy. So that we can claim some sort of responsibility for his upcoming.
One more. There.
Yeah, we got to be able to tie this back into us. It's all his work in the ring, but out here in podcast
it started with breaking the pencil. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just saying he's our guy.
Look, and also not to mention that, but from a storyline perspective, it actually makes more sense that if he does sign with AEW, that he signed with AEW because he took the belt
from John Moxley.
No, he
indirectly.
It was an interim win over Juice Robinson for an injured John Moxley in Japan for the IWGP United States title.
The use
is loose. He lost to John Moxley at Wrestle Kingdom 14 this year.
So you can get the rubber match on AEW television and have an IWGP title defended on American soil.
How about the feud of the year? Because that match was a Texas death match.
Well, tell it to PWI Insider.
Yeah.
Huh. Mike Johnson.
I mean, given the fact that you got Mox and him in the same spot, y'all can box every night.
Just rank them in the top 500.
Hypothetically, let's put that out there. We're not saying that this has happened yet.
We don't know.
We're fantasy booking just in case something good happens.
But if it does happen, you heard it here first.
If there's a financial windfall that comes from a member of the Khan family that blesses the Hoyt household,
just sow a seed.
So be it.
So be it.
Sow a seed.
So be it. We guessed.
All right, so now that's out the way.
All right.
Coming out of Monday Night Raw, we had a.
So you moving in?
No. I'm going somewhere with this.
Okay. Do you know where I'm going with this?
We had a DDT on the floor from a winner of a U.S. title match who won by disqualification in Humberto Carrillo.
In the words of Jake the Snake Roberts, you can't DDT a man on concrete. You'll kill him.
Once again, because bitch, Texas.
Yeah, buddy.
Jesus, man.
Yeah.
So he DDT'd Andrade on concrete, and Andrade didn't die.
Did you hear the pop he got for that?
Yeah, it was.
We need more violence. How many weeks have I been saying this?
I haven't been emotionally invested in Humberto Carrillo. In fact, I wanted him to go away. That got me interested.
They did.
Change his ring attire and let him fight in the streets.
But we find out soon after said DDT.
Get him some jorts and a cutoff t-shirt.
Hey!
Dress him like Raven.
Hey, no. Dress him like Billy Kidman.
We find out soon after that DDT, fam.
From the flock.
You can't tuck in your wife beater.
You can't tuck in.
Wow.
We know you're a herb. You can't do that.
I mean,
you can only tuck in your wife beater when you have dress clothes on.
In Kidman's defense, he had to turn the shooting star flip. You don't want nothing to catch you up, man.
Have you seen some of the earlier clips?
He's wearing a medium shirt.
Oh boy.
Kidman.
He's wearing a medium.
Hey.
Ain't nothing gonna get hung on nothing.
He don't need no drag. He just need to flip and get out of there.
Google Kidman errors.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen some.
Exactly.
Not the earliest ones, but I've seen some errors.
We won a champion.
So you should worry about them heavy ass combat boots and not the wife beater.
There's that.
Knees across the nose.
Not for nothing. The Flock had to wear some of the most unsafe ring gear in the history of unsafe ring gear.
Hey,
starting with Raven.
Grunge comes at a price.
Hey, but anyway, back on Andrade. Soon after that DDT, word came out that we will be losing the United States champion on television.
Not due to injury.
For 30 days.
Wow.
Not precisely, not approximately, not maybe, for exactly 30 days.
Wellness.
Yeah.
He don't look it though.
It could be a number of different
I don't think
things.
It's a wellness violation.
We're simply speculating. This is not the God's honest truth. We don't know what the substance is. And thankfully, they will not tell us.
Maybe he's cutting weight. Maybe he's on a fat burner.
He could. I mean, hey, Andrade, he might be.
I mean, and not for nothing, he's picked up more mass as being on the Raw roster than he was in NXT. It's not a bad thing.
But I mean, to maintain that weight without on being on TV without looking,
But there's
he's
also,
engaged.
but again,
that's
just one possible substance.
He's engaged, so he picked up another 160 pounds or so.
Right. Yeah.
Wow.
I see what you did there. Do your thing, boy. Go ahead. I ain't mad at
It's
you.
gonna be that kind of episode.
Yeah, you got smoked. So we got the I think we got the majority of the news out of the way. But prior to Royal Rumble, there was an Instagram post by one Matt Riddle having a little fun with some action figures. His and Brock Lesnar's to be exact. Which was allegedly followed up with a backstage interaction between Brock Lesnar and Matt Riddle.
Shut him down. Shut him down. Shut him down. Shut him down. Shut him down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh.
Matt Riddle is the walking meme of I say what I want to because I got these hands.
True.
Like, he legit says and does whatever he wants to, because you're not really going to whoop Matt Riddle's ass legitimately.
You know what? I don't have a problem with anything Matt Riddle's done.
Nope.
Because Becky Lynch goes online and runs amok, and everyone says it's fantastic promoting. It's a great way to get yourself over. Matt Riddle does it, and everybody's got their panties.
Oh, God, he's dangerous.
Like, come on, bro. Just chill.
Matt Riddle could probably beat single-handedly everybody's ass in that locker room except the person that he was messing with.
And even that remains to be seen.
That's a toss-up.
I don't know.
According to
Who we quoting? Who that?
WrestlingNews.co.
All right.
And Alex McCarthy.
What's up, Alex?
Lesnar quoted saying, "Kid, you might as well stop saying my name and tagging me and shit, because you and I will never work together."
First of all,
Ever.
Even though I know that's true, even though I know that statement is absolutely true,
especially coming from Brock,
my response should be, "Fuck you. That's not your decision. It's not your call to make." However, we know better.
What did you just say, Petty, prior to Suave?
Oh, I mean, this is probably the legitimate person who could whoop Matt Riddle's ass.
I think there's truth in a lie.
Okay, so you don't think it happened?
No, I think that Brock Lesnar is saying this, but I also think that Paul Heyman is the mastermind that could actually turn it into something to make it real.
So
on WWE television,
I'll double down with you and say, if we as the general public hear it, it is a work. That is a tried and true thing from the industry. Say that again. If we as the general public hear it, it is a work. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll counter that point by saying, how many times have you heard Brock Lesnar say anything that was a fucking work?
When was the last time you heard Brock Lesnar say anything besides
exactly Paul say point. Something stupid?
That's exactly my point. He don't talk.
Brock don't talk. But if you heard that Brock said something to somebody backstage,
pretty soon you either gonna hear whether he confirms it or I didn't say shit.
And then you're probably gonna see the angle started working itself out.
And whoever quoted him as saying that is probably gonna get choked.
Whole ass handed to them.
This is not a work. This is a fucking shoot.
So it could be a work shoot. Because hey, we grew up in a time where Jeff Jarrett would work shoot a bunch of things just to get things over.
He work shot his way into someone else's bed.
Hey.
Oh, hey, yo.
Looking for 3.
Twice. For keeping score at home, it happened twice.
So
2 times.
The work shoot is a real thing.
Again, I would never compare Jeff Jarrett to Brock Lesnar in any way, shape, or form. Brock don't participate in that shit. He barely likes wrestling.
He barely come to work.
It's the fucking paycheck.
Also on a real level.
But I will say Brock has shown more personality over the course of the last month than he has over the course of the last 5 years.
I absolutely agree with you. Everything Brock has done on TV has been grade A entertainment.
Anybody want to kind of throw a shot in the dark as to how much he got paid for the Rumble? I'd make a lot of fucking noise too.
Let me hit it because
we are on a new contract. This is a new contract he's on for more money.
Wait. So as of when though?
35. The summer after 34.
Okay, because usually his contracts, according to the original one when he came back,
run out before Mania.
No, right around Mania, but then there was one he was working on, basically a per appearance deal that went into SummerSlam.
The per appearance deal started at 34. Because it was supposed to be wrapping up around then. He did some papers. Then when they decided he was retiring from UFC, he re-upped for an actual contract.
And he actually put in more time.
Brock worked half of the Royal Rumble.
I was like, he put in more time.
20, what is it?
It was 27, I think it was 27 minutes.
He worked legitimately 48% of the Royal Rumble.
Follow the money trail.
More time in the Royal Rumble than probably his last 6 title defenses.
I can agree with you on that. And that's the thing.
He money.
Worked it. Now, whether you love it, whether you hate it, let's give him his credence. This man worked the entire match for the first 27 minutes with everybody that came out.
Whoop-de-goddamn do.
Hey,
who cares?
This is Brock Lesnar working an entire match almost.
You don't get no special points for that shit.
I mean, it's not special points, but you gotta give.
He finally worked 30 minutes. Now, how many other people on the roster have worked 30-minute matches the entire year?
There's people in that same match that didn't work 30 minutes last night.
That match, because that match wasn't about him.
Official time 26 minutes 24 seconds.
Call it 30 just for shits and giggles.
Honestly, he was out there longer than that. He had to walk to the ring.
And he was in the ring before he went after Elias.
Okay, so with his interest, he worked 30 minutes.
So 30 minutes in a Royal Rumble match versus how many minutes for everybody else?
So
now I'm asking the question.
I mean, you want me to run him down?
Nah, you don't have to run all.
Okay, because the only
who's the next one after him? Drew?
I believe it was Drew. Let me double check that.
He went through the first.
Yeah, actually, Drew had the most time this year.
I say he ran through the first 12, and the first 12 were like 30-second intervals, except for Sheldon, which was like a minute and a half.
Two people had longer times than say 3 minutes. Kofi was one of them at 5 minutes and 6 seconds.
Yeah, I knew that.
Keith Lee,
actually 3 people. Keith Lee was 3:32. Ricochet was 3:09.
The match didn't start till Keith Lee got there.
I give you that.
Actually, I don't think the match started until Drew McIntyre eliminated Brock.
That too. The second Royal Rumble.
You know what? Let's have that conversation now.
Brock's open challenge.
There were 2 Royal Rumbles. Exactly.
There were 3 Royal Rumbles.
The women's,
for the men,
Brock's, and the men.
There you go. The Brock Lesnar I'm the champion open challenge.
Brock Lesnar's open challenge lasted for 12 people.
Brock Lesnar versus the world. Like it was. For 26 minutes,
okay,
Space Ghost Coast to Coast happened.
So that leads into my question that I asked in the text thread. How many main event matches did WWE potentially fuck off by putting Brock over the way they did 1 through 12? Or shit, 1 through 14.
Who came out 1 through 14? Let's walk.
All right, let's walk it down. Elias
probably was never going to be a main event.
First of all, never going to be a main event match. Let's something special about Elias. He came out shooting.
Yeah,
he got what he had.
He sung himself as a sacrificial lamb.
He started on Twitter because he tweeted out "sacrificial lamb" on Twitter before
Once
the
again,
Rumble.
If we are seeing it as the general public, it's probably a work. That man stays in character better than most of the people besides Bray that I've seen.
I'm not going to keep calling everything a work.
All right, Eric Rowan.
Probably not going to be a main.
Not going to be a match.
Not a main eventer for Brock. But you're trying.
But you will see that on Raw, though.
But you are trying to build him on television on Raw, so you can't go. He gets his ass kicked by Lesnar in less than 30 seconds, and then you're supposed to go back to believing that he's a badass
on Raw.
That doesn't happen. That doesn't work. He looks like a fucking jobber now.
And well, I mean, it's Brock Lesnar.
Bobby Roode.
Never gonna happen.
No. Still, same premise.
Main event caliber talent,
never
not against Brock.
He doesn't have a main event caliber gimmick.
Never gonna
bingo. John Morrison
was never gonna happen.
Shot dead from the moment he re-signed and was misused
when they put him with Miz.
He's like 3 undefeated 3 straight weeks.
Maybe so, but could you if you're gonna announce it to be that big of a deal on backstage? Why would you blow his very first appearance to be a backstage appearance with the Miz?
Because
I agree it was handled wrong, but in the ring he was actually winning.
And there was nowhere to go with him. He just re-signed at the wrong time.
How is that?
I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the Rumble. All these plans were already in play, and you know that they book like that. And anybody that doesn't believe they book like that is crazy. Unless you get hurt, they have a series of what they want to book up to Mania.
There's never a wrong time to sign, to be honest with you, because, like, I mean, if you break it down in the seasons, if you break it down by the month, any time could be a bad time to resign. It's all about how it's executed.
Well, we're only talking about John Morrison here, and John Morrison picked a bad time to sign.
Nah.
Oh, you say that? Have they handled any portion of him re-signing any good ways?
He hasn't lost a match since he's been back.
He can sign in January. He can sign in January and not show up on TV until December. Does that make January a bad time to sign?
If he doesn't show up on TV, there was no purpose in re-signing.
That's my point. They kept him a month off TV before he even showed up,
and they still didn't have shit for him when he showed up.
It wasn't a bad time for him to sign. It was a bad time for him to show up. There's a huge difference there. I digress.
Gotcha. Who's next?
Kofi Kingston.
I absolutely believe that's a main event match with Brock Lesnar.
Was it tricked off?
No. No, because the people in Houston got what they needed to see.
That is,
and it fed the seed for it possibly being a match in the future.
I'll do you one better. The reaction said that that's a main event match still.
I mean, it's still gonna happen. It's still gonna happen. So they didn't fuck it off.
I agree. That is not fucked off.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but yeah.
Rey Mysterio.
It already happened.
It happened.
It already happened, and it still can happen with him involved. It just won't be him in the match.
But they didn't fuck it off.
Right.
Because it already happened.
And you still got Kane.
I don't care about Kane.
Nobody wants to see Brock versus Kane.
We saw Brock versus Kane.
They did.
We don't care.
They did that in a 3-way. But keep going.
Big E.
Yeah, I think they fucked that off.
Really?
Yeah.
Surprisingly, I kind of believe him.
I think Big E has main event caliber because he can cut a promo, he can work, he's above average size, and he's culturally diverse.
The only way you can get this match to happen is if you somehow break up the New Day.
Nah, hell nah.
The only way you would
This
have
is
got
coming
it
from
Big
the same man who wanted a Big E heel turn.
You can keep. I still do. You can keep.
I mean, what do you mean? You can't say nah and want the heel turn because that's the only way to get the heel turn.
You can keep Kofi away and get Big E with Brock and have Xavier Woods come back and save Big E's ass.
Yeah, but that's not a heel turn.
It may not be a heel turn.
You're not gonna get Brock and Big E unless Big E is a singles competitor.
Looking at those two individuals standing in front of each other, they are physically complementary to each other in a match.
Yeah.
For that reason, it's a potential main event.
That's my point. There's only a handful of people that can match up size for size with Brock Lesnar.
This is not the question that we're asking. We're asking, did they fuck it off?
No.
They did.
I don't think so. I don't think they fucked it off.
I think it can still happen.
They did because you sacrificed Big E and made it look like he was completely defenseless. Keep going.
Cesaro.
It was never going to happen, but they fucked that off.
I hate the fact that
They really
he's a
did.
Paul Heyman
They
guy.
fucked Cesaro off.
Yeah.
I was gonna go. Here's where we are, everybody.
My
Cesaro's dope
feelings
as
are
shit.
hurt behind that one. Yes, former ROH World Heavyweight Champion.
He should have
That
been
don't mean
fought
shit in
Brock
Connecticut.
Lesnar for the belt.
That don't mean shit in Connecticut.
No, man, you can be the man down south.
You can be the champion of the internet. That don't mean shit in Connecticut.
Shouts out to you, Long Island IC.
The most fun entry of the night, Shelton Benjamin.
Man, I hate being right.
We've been arguing for this shit for a long time.
Now, if there was any one guaranteed, bona fide, undisputed main event tricked off,
That's
this one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slightly disagree. I feel like this is what happened at the Royal Rumble. That's sliding the match. Now Sheldon has a reason to be fucked up about it.
I don't disagree with that statement.
Here's why I have to disagree with it. Because last night on Raw, to end Raw, you saw Randy Orton and Edge, which is essentially the same story, other than the fact that the stretching crew actually were college roommates.
It's not gonna happen anytime soon.
We know it's not gonna happen.
Not especially after
That's
that
something
shit.
that could have happened in New Japan.
It would be something cool to happen in Saudi Arabia if they went back. It would be cool for SummerSlam if you built Shelton long enough.
Say, man.
It'd be cool for a lot of placeholder pay-per-views.
But that's not a main event.
You
can main event a pay-per-view with that.
You have to go old school with this one. You'd have to literally have Shelton be in position to take the match and then take him away from TV.
Yeah.
Long enough to train and come back right before on the go home show.
Why?
Because it's old school. And who does old school better than Paul Heyman?
And
but this ain't ECW.
We ain't doing
it. Ain't about ECW.
A workout montage. We doing Shawn Michaels 96.
Speaking of Japan, speaking of old school, the next one.
Fucked it off.
What?
Shinsuke Nakamura.
This is probably the one I'm most upset about.
You know.
Honestly, I wouldn't believe Shinsuke versus
most fans don't realize that Brock Lesnar took the belt from Shinsuke in New Japan
with a younger, faster, better Brock Lesnar.
Younger, faster, slimmer, better Brock Lesnar.
The same Brock Lesnar that showed up last night.
No.
I mean Sunday night.
No.
I know which one you're talking about.
The
when
Brock Lesnar from New Japan
first got the sword tattoo on his.
This is fuck WWE Brock Lesnar.
That Brock Lesnar would have murdered this Brock Lesnar. Like keeping it 1,000.
I'd like to see them side by side.
I want to see matches like that. That could be a mixtape for Mania. like which characters that were around for a Mania could you see facing themselves now and who would win?
WWE 2K at its finest.
Straight the fuck up.
2002 Lesnar would murder 2020 Lesnar.
Taking 95.
Just straight up.
All right, next one.
They absolutely tricked that off with Shinsuke. Like, that's money right there. He fucked it up.
Houston's finest because, bitch, Texas. Montel Vontavious Porter makes his WWE return.
You're not tricking nothing off.
You're not tricking nothing off.
That's a nostalgia pop. Shout out to MVP though.
Yeah, good work.
Then he came back.
Hey, shouts out to Jerry Bostic. I swore I saw him in the crowd, and I was confirmed when I saw a picture of him with MVP backstage.
Yeah. Well, it happens like that sometimes.
I mean, you're in Houston.
Yeah, Jerry Bostic in the building, man. We gonna see him real soon.
My question, hold on, before we jump off of him, because we keeping the list going. Did MVP re-sign?
We don't know.
All right, that's all I need to hear.
We don't know because it just so happens that
we should ask him on Twitter though.
Well, but he also appeared on 2 major company pay-per-views this calendar year.
Pardon me?
In 2020, wait, what was
that?
I'm
sorry, the other one was December. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's still within 30 days. I mean,
because it was a pay-per-view in Oklahoma for Impact that he was
that's
at.
cool. That's cool.
And so within a non-compete window,
that's a handshake and
one shot your way to the bag. Then
a handshake in the Henny.
Yeah.
What are we doing after this? We're going to Denny's. All right.
So after MVP, once again, because bitch, Texas, we take a trip to Wichita Falls. And we bring in Keith Lee.
You got enough of a teaser. This was more of a teaser. This is a seed planner.
Brock was smitten by this one.
He was happy to see it.
That's a big boy.
Hey, you a big old boy.
Who's this big motherfucker?
And when he said it, like, you can see him mouth words. You a big old boy.
His eyes bucked.
It was kind of a seed plant. I'm cool with that.
Yo, and Brock Lesnar was doing Das Wunderkind when MVP was walking to the ring, fam. He was, I'm coming.
That man dances like Jean-Claude Van Damme.
No, that was Das Wunderkind. That was Alex Wright.
He didn't put his arms up over his head and do the hip hop. So
again, congratulations to Brock for showing more personality. Kudos to him for that.
The dance is what got me. I was like, he's having fun. This big albino gorilla is having fun.
Next up, Braun Strowman.
You just find
this has sufficiently been fucked off for years.
Yeah,
that was fucked off for sure.
Braun Strowman should have been fighting Brock Lesnar to the end of time.
Brock was Braun was on the cusp of like one thing or the other, and he definitely went down in the stock on this one.
I mean, there's nothing to build him back up. It's nothing.
He's the middle boss.
Yeah. He's the guy on Final Fight that you had to fight at the end of the first stage, and then you started fighting him every stage after that subsequently.
He's the big don of the mid-card mafia.
There you go.
Ricochet was next.
No.
Don't care.
Now, see, Ricochet, had he been built better during this year and the end of last year, you would have believed it enough to get one of those one-offs out of him.
He still needs a mouthpiece to me.
Ricochet is boring as shit.
When it comes to being on the microphone,
okay.
I keep saying, when you see him fight though, that's when I'm like, don't let him say shit else.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Give somebody the stick. Let them talk for him. He or her or him. Let them talk for Ricochet.
Here's the thing. Who do you find? Because you have to find someone smaller than him.
I know who it is. We all know who it is. Number 2, the heir apparent to the God MC. There's only one. The man of the hour.
Nah, you cannot re-ring that bell.
Is Lashley or nothing?
Wait a minute. Actually, honorable mention, Lashley and Rusev, both honorable mentions. Because both of them could have fought Brock if they had built them right.
We've been clamoring for Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar for 2 years.
That's a SummerSlam main event if there ever
really
was
is.
one.
I'm not going.
They took both of them out of the fucking Rumble altogether
From the gate. That should have been the first people we mentioned.
They probably, after what we saw here, they probably was in the meeting like, fuck that.
Do you realize what kind of pop you might have gotten out of a Brock Lesnar Bobby Lashley stare down?
It just one-on-one?
And then
during the Space Ghost segment?
Right.
Hell yeah.
So okay, let me book this small window.
Shoot.
You got Lashley that comes out. Let's say it's number 7. Lashley comes out. Him and Brock stare down. They get the wrestling going, doing whatever, jockeying for position. No
Chain
one really
wrestling.
gets in, some shit like that,
Yeah.
or even trying to box a little bit. Next person is Rusev.
Oh yeah, double elimination.
Rusev and Bobby Lashley get to fighting.
Like for real.
Double elimination the same way they did Braun and Keith Lee.
Yep. Yeah.
That way, you protect the Bobby Lashley Brock Lesnar match. You have a reason for it that have to end it, and you can continue
Kofi
with the
still
bullshit.
goes out the same way.
And go.
First and foremost, the whole Kofi segment with Kofi, Ray, and Big E was actually done pretty dope.
Except when Ray got though.
I'm willing to believe it would have been Xavier Woods if he was.
It would have been the whole New Day would have been there.
If New Day would have jumped Brock, I wouldn't have been so sour.
That may have been a nod to the New Day because if you notice that Big E actually had Xavier on his tights.
Yeah,
and both of them had the armbands.
What happened? And shout out to them for doing a hidden highlight for the Hardy Boys when Big E set up for the what is that?
Oh man,
Poetry in Motion,
bruh. And
then Brock jumped off Big E's back.
Off of Big E's back. Oh my god!
Yeah, shout out to WWE's production team for almost missing that shit too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
You see Brock fucking springboard off another man, and we almost missed it.
Looking at the crowd.
Fuck the crowd.
We missed Edge's first spear back as a signed competitor in 9 years.
And you know what? You know who got pissed off about that?
Everybody.
Dolph Ziggler. Everybody. We all lost that night.
You've shown through your booking you don't care about the crowd, so why the fuck are we showing them on camera?
I don't want to see them. I want to see Edge spear Dolph Ziggler.
Show me action.
All right, so the match starts. Drew McIntyre's next.
Okay. Now we're building a superstar.
So wait, the questions have been answered. How many of those?
No. We got more.
No, we said who got fucked off in the Brock segment.
This is true.
Oh, okay.
Now we get to look at the Royal Rumble as a whole. Because now the Royal Rumble starts.
Because Brock has no other eliminations.
Yeah. Space Coast to Coast is over with. Okay? We don't know it yet because Drew is out, and I'm thinking Drew might kick this man in the face. And then Drew kicks this man in the face.
Yeah, square in the face. Like it was.
And the crowd lost every amount of shit that they had.
Rico gets a little bit of his heat back by kicking Brock low.
But that was a square. Brock ate a boot.
He did.
Square
and
kick
he sold it well.
See, none of my problem with what happened in the Brock Royal Rumble is a problem with Brock himself. I've said on numerous occasions, I don't have a problem with Brock as a performer. What I have a problem with is the lack of creativity that goes into putting him in these situations. Truth be told, if you were going to feed him the first 12 people, they either should have been people he's already beaten or people that never had a chance in the first place.
Elias?
Well, he's never going to have a chance now. Like, not people that are they're in that.
Rey Mysterio?
Rey Mysterio would have been good.
Braun Strowman?
Carl Anderson.
Yeah,
he already beat Braun Strowman.
Feed him the OC.
He beat Rey Mysterio. He beat Kofi.
Aleister Black.
He's beat up Big E.
But
when we go through those first 12 people.
But we've already said why the Kofi shit doesn't make sense.
Yeah. But it's funny because there's nothing but main eventers with the exception of Carl Anderson. No disrespect to Carl Anderson.
Shinsuke was
Luke
money.
Gallows.
He's beat up Shinsuke.
Shinsuke beat him up.
That second half of the Rumble card features nothing but main eventers sans the OC. And they're main event tag team.
So it's more indicative of where they see characters on the whole scales. Like, okay, everybody who was in the first half of the Royal Rumble, you
throw away.
Stop
Except
rooting
for the New Day.
So let me
stop rooting for him. New Day too, because they ain't gonna put him back in another position like that.
Let me run down 16 through 30. Drew McIntyre, The Miz, AJ Styles, Dolph Ziggler, Carl Anderson, Edge, who came out to a Road Warrior pop.
Yep.
King Corbin, Matt Riddle, Luke Gallows, Randy Orton, Roman Reigns. Speaking of Randy Orton, Randy Orton and Edge had a moment for the ages in that Royal Rumble match. Just a oh shit! Look at you, you all shredded.
If that ain't a natural pop,
yeah, it was.
What is this?
It was definitely the paper was out the window on that one. Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, Aleister Black, Samoa Joe, and Seth Rollins at 30.
Everybody on the back half of the Royal Rumble is not only being used well on television, but they're pretty much the futures of the company,
including the Miz storylines. And unfortunately, AJ took a spear a little bit too well and allegedly separated his shoulder.
Everybody on the back half of the Rumble actually has a fucking storyline on television.
Yep.
A worthy storyline on television.
Not just throwaway either.
That actually tied into the match, surprisingly.
Including the OC.
Which shocked the hell out of me.
So it would have made sense to me if like you sent AJ Styles out there at 3. or send him out at 1.
Well, yeah, because the last thing you would do is send him back out there again.
Here's the problem. I can't send AJ Styles out at number 1.
Why?
Because the minute Brock picks him up and tosses his little ass over that top rope, that
you
crowd
don't
ain't having that shit.
You don't have
everybody.
You don't have World Heavyweight Championship aspirations for him this year. So sending him out early in the Royal Rumble to be eliminated by Brock is.
But the crowd,
he's bulletproof.
But the crowd is going to shit on the match.
They are.
We had this conversation. Episode 51.
But you didn't hear them shitting in the first couple of eliminations?
Because
it was trash.
Then they start cheering.
The same trepidations I had about the match is what showed up in Houston. But you were here, just like me, watching on the tube.
Oh, people lost their ever-loving mind.
Oh, I was geeked.
But you can hear the boos mixed in with that shit. It's not completely unanimous.
Got weighed out, fam.
But with every elimination, the boos got louder.
And I said this. I said they're gonna do one of two things. They gonna shit on it, or they gonna love it after he gets through the eliminate. He got to number 7.
Here's my question: why do you shit on a list of talent you were never gonna work with anyway?
I mean, it's a crowd.
No. Look at the fucking list of people.
The crowd shits on
Lesnar. The booking of WWE using Lesnar. The first half of the Rumble. Why are you shitting on talent you wouldn't have worked with anyway? Lesnar was never going to work with those people. So if you're booking, why would you have Lesnar shit on those people to where they can't get over?
In the Royal Rumble? Let me answer that. You have him shit on those people because those people really don't have any bearing in the Royal Rumble anyway. But I can't have you defeat. Turn it upside down. But those number 30 come in at number 2.
But those are the people that are going to be on television for the next 52
weeks. But if you eliminate Seth Rollins, if you one-on-one, he eliminates Seth Rollins.
You didn't have plans for him. Okay, cool.
Okay, so you flip him out of there. You eliminate KO. We don't know what plans they have for them. You eliminate Edge.
We know what the plans are now. It's Drew McIntyre and Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, and KO and Joe are in a tag team angle for sure now.
But here's the thing. If you eliminate all them one-on-one, people are going to truly shit on this match. Because everybody we came here to see, they already gone. Okay. So who's left? MVP?
How many people we have to go to? 12?
What do you mean?
Before we get first half of the Rumble, till you get to Keith Lee, you need 12 people, right?
Well, 11 after Brock. So yes,
Keith Lee's Brock is 1, so I need 10 people.
11.
Yeah. Rey Mysterio, AJ Styles.
One-on-one eliminations.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Miz.
Sure.
Matt Riddle.
Yes, I would absolutely do Matt Riddle.
Roman Reigns.
And pause.
Wow.
Super pause. Thank you.
Roman Reigns.
Nah.
No?
You gonna eliminate him too?
Nah.
He's bulletproof.
Still.
The crowd will actually enjoy that one.
They won't.
No,
Shit. They booed his ass.
Fam, they only booed him because they didn't want him to win the Royal Rumble.
Exactly.
But that don't mean we want to see his ass get eliminated at number 3.
All right, take him back.
You know what? I'm cool with that. That's shock value. Go ahead. Go ahead, put Reigns in there.
Seth Rollins.
Yay, nay. You end up halfway turning Brock face if he runs through the whole group of the Anointed. So nah. No to Seth.
But Seth is a tag team champion. So from a booking standpoint, does it matter?
Yes and no.
You don't care about tag team wrestling?
Is he on the list or not? For number 6?
No.
Okay. All right. So we still at 5. Samoa Joe.
No.
Aleister Black.
No.
Orton.
Yes.
That's 6. Gallows.
Sure.
Corbin.
Absolutely.
And now the crowd pops.
Absolutely.
Damn, Corbin. Edge.
No.
Tough call. I say yes. But this is your card. Carl Anderson. I mean, but that's so. I feel
the like bodies, fam.
I feel
Let
like
it go.
I feel like
it's pretty random.
Let it go. Like it's 3 of them, fam. Let it go. Just throw them out the ring and keep going.
And Ziggler's the other one.
It's pretty rando. But yeah, Ziggler can go. Rude can go. All of those people can go.
Yeah. Ugh, that's filthy.
I've seen that. That's not legit.
It's not real.
Nah.
All right.
It's still dope.
It is. It would be dope, but yeah.
Complete sidebar. I know y'all don't know what we're rambling on about.
Shoes
should have been here.
Yeah.
Tune in to Patreon.
Coming soon, real soon.
But look, if you rearrange that card like that, the eliminations mean more. It's people he's worked with. I would have even said Finn Balor if he was still on main roster. He wasn't in NXT.
I got a problem. I'm glad you mentioned that.
Where's your problem?
So, for it seems like weeks, they have been talking about how it's only going to be Raw and SmackDown at the Royal Rumble. Advertising comes out for the Royal Rumble, and they say it's 3 brands, and you only have 2 people from the third brand.
You don't have just 2 people from the third brand.
Was that?
You don't have 2 people from the third brand. You ain't gonna do them like that. Shayna Baszler showed her ass.
No.
We're strictly talking about the men's Rumble.
That's the problem. NXT is not branded like that. NXT is not branded where they separate men and women. They just got NXT stars. They fight
don't
differently.
Do that shit.
They fight differently.
Well, in that case, then everyone's fighting for the same championship. There's different divisions.
Number one,
different divisions. True.
Two. That announcement wasn't made until after these advertising started.
So if the advertisement said all 3 brands and you got people from all 3 brands on there, that's what happened. It said all 3 brands, did it not?
If I
God damn it, you can't do that. You can't try to get around the technicality. It said all 3 brands, right? People from all 3 brands showed up. I rest my case.
If I announce people from
all
Sony
3 brands.
If I announce people from Sony,
all 3.
If I announce people from Warner Brothers
brands,
and I announce people from Aftermath,
3,
and the only person from Aftermath that shows up is Justice.
Justice is all 3 brands.
Just because
they do this all the time, man. Like this is nothing new.
We got.
I hear what you're saying.
We got bad intel. Yeah. You just got bad intel. Like, that's it.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? You're asking where your bike is. You don't know where your bike is because your grandparents ain't told you where your bike is. Damn it.
All right,
Timothy, tell me where my bike is.
Before we go into the women's rumble. First of all, the winner of the men's rumble, Drew McIntyre.
Congratulations, absolutely.
Winner,
well earned, well deserved. Finally,
about to kick Brock Lesnar in the face.
Yeah. Finally. This man gets a push, finally.
And you know what? The man that originated that finally was happy about it.
Yep. Gave him a shout out on Twitter.
Can you imagine if he had came out?
Boy.
The roof goes off.
Edge comes out at 21 and this motherfucker comes out like at 25.
That would be the only reason I would want Brock to go to the end. Because what I thought was going to happen, dead serious, they were going to do a table spot with Brock where he fell.
In the Rumble?
Yes. Yes, damn, absolutely.
Man. I didn't even go to the table spot, but that makes sense.
You're not above having Braun Strowman come out there and power slam him through its announcer's table.
Which, speaking of Braun Strowman, I think the dumbest goddamn move I've ever seen in the Royal Rumble was him rolling out of the ring and trying to steamroll Keith Lee.
He's just working spots, bro.
He's doing what he's
trying to get his shit in because he knows it's about to be over soon.
In a minute, he's gonna flip both of us out the ring.
But what I would have liked, Brock do the table spot. That way, that's how you get him through
rest period.
That's how you get the ring full. Then eventually he gets up, comes back, and then he's there for the final 4 or however he's there when 30 pops, and then you can bring out whatever big surprise you have.
I love how they turned it into, and we joked about it, but it's a serious statement. They really turned it the Royal Rumble into 2 very different matches. And you could tell when the climate changed in the match. And it wasn't bad climate change. It was just, oh shit, this is the actual Rumble here.
It was just a wonky episode of the Brock show.
I really think people were on the verge of getting to walk out had he not been eliminated when he was. I think it was perfect.
Nobody was going to walk out.
I think it was perfect.
You needed something. I would have liked to have
nobody was going to walk out. Like, because people were invested at that point.
No, they fell out. Go back and watch again.
It gets to a flat point because at a point it's like, okay, he really is going to do this. Oh, he really gonna do this?
There's nothing creative about that. There's nothing creative about that unless you were gonna feed him the proper contenders and turn it into a shoot. Now, if we're gonna turn the Royal Rumble into a shoot, that's entertaining.
Go ahead and get Riddle out there after you tell him that you're not gonna send him out there. That's what you do.
That's what you do.
I would definitely not want to work with Brock Lesnar after you walked up to me in the hallway and said that.
But we're in the business of entertainment, yes, no?
And Matt Riddle wants all the smoke.
Yeah, I ain't talking about that kind of smoke. A man got his whole head beat open to the white meat the hard way.
And they were working.
And they were just working. They wasn't shooting.
Randall Keith Orton got his whole forehead toe open.
Coconut
to the white meat.
Then 2 years later, Roman got the same treatment.
To the white meat.
So why we not gonna send him out there and let him box?
I don't want to get my head open to the white meat in Houston. I'm sorry. Like, hey, we're gonna sit you up in the back. Okay. No.
What happens if Brock decides not to do business at 13 and 14 and 15 and 16?
What we gonna do? I'm gonna eliminate myself?
Truth be told,
I'm gonna call an audible and jump over the rope.
I told Petty the other day, I really thought that the rest of the locker room was gonna come out there and just dump his ass over the top rope because there's no rules. just because the only rule is every 90 seconds a person comes out doesn't mean that everybody can't come out there and eliminate Brock's ass, because look what Seth did.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I thought Brock tore his hamstring getting out of the ring to chase Elias.
I thought he was gonna kill Elias.
The way he got out of the ring
TV.
and his leg got caught up in the rope, I was like, oh shit, if he fucks himself up getting out of the ring,
because
what are you gonna do?
To carry you through the rest of the match.
The Royal Rumble ring has been the curse of the Royal
undefeated.
Vince McMahon
He almost
tore both quads.
He almost
the Royal
McMahoned
Rumble
himself.
ring will take your legs from you.
He almost McMahoned himself.
Look,
I want to see what would happen if he McMahoned himself.
The Royal Rumble ring took Becky's leg. Y'all remember that?
The Royal Rumble ring took out AJ's shoulder.
It's got. Come on, talk about it.
It's like the Madden cover of wrestling.
Like, you do not fuck around in the Royal Rumble ring. Ding. There you go.
Stinging him.
All right, let me run down the rest of the card. The pre-show was actually dope as shit. Yep. Sheamus versus Shorty G.
Why?
Great fucking match.
Did somebody get their head beat into the white meat?
Shorty G put on the clinic. It was a great fucking match.
Did he?
Shorty G almost lost an ear. I mean, might have went to the white meat.
Yeah, he looked like Mick Foley about the ear.
But cartilage.
Hey, he put on a hell of a show for damn near losing. Did he lose that ear on the rope?
Probably. Cactus Jack.
So wait, Shorty G has the UFC ear now?
No, not cauliflower ear. It was split.
Oh, yeah, he split that bit.
Somebody glued that back together?
Yeah, he split that.
No, it's definitely glued. No stitches.
Fuck this. I want to hear Sheamus on commentary. Not because it's a disrespect to his in-ring work. I just want to see him do something else if you're going to have him wrestling Shorty G. The fuck is this for?
This is no.
And not only that, wrestling Shorty G in a great match. Like that's pretty. I don't.
In a great match where people are still getting concessions.
Like they had to
Cass was getting
yo,
the whole stadium ain't even lit.
They had to dim the lights just to protect the crowd from being empty
with the daylight.
I will also say this: Minute Maid Park is a great place for a fucking wrestling event. That looked like way more than 42,000 people in that building.
It did look like 100,000 people was in there.
It looked like a good 70.
It looked like
Alamo
Texas
Dome.
Stadium.
It looked like
in the 80s.
Alamo Dome.
Alamo Dome, fucking Reliant. It like either one of those.
Safeco Field.
Right.
Dog said Safeco.
They were coming out of the dugout. That's probably the dopest place to come up from.
You finish a match from the dugout.
That's right.
That's how we kicked the pay-per-view off.
Let's start the show.
Andrade and Humberto Carrillo, they go for about 15 minutes, and Andrade wins or retains the U.S. title.
This was before we knew about the.
This is before wellness and before anyone cared about Humberto.
Well, we don't know because there's stories about that, but we don't know exactly when that came out.
From what they said in the same article, what they said is the brass didn't know until Monday.
They may not have known
a little bit before the show.
They may not have known until Monday. That's what the article said.
Vincent knew a week ago.
It was all good just a week ago.
Play crazy if you want to. He knew a week ago. He knew it to go home raw.
Because, but Heyman called that audible because he's the one that's going to call whether or not he's going to drop the belt. Because normally you drop your belt. They pop you for wellness. You drop that belt, fam.
It's not happening. It's not happening. I didn't see that happening. The injury, quote unquote, wrote him off TV last night with the DDT to the floor.
Wellness might have you dropping it to Charlotte though.
Well,
maybe that was always the plan.
What you got?
Maybe that was always the plan.
Wow, no, that's another level. I didn't think about that.
We just talked about that earlier.
They're engaged.
Yeah.
The title stays in the name stays here. The name stays home. The name got my daddy blood on it. Stinging him.
So this is Andrade Flair. He's
I'm gonna do business with the family.
Hey, this is my family.
Do you know?
Familia.
Look, I don't care who goes over at WrestleMania. I'm getting over it in my house.
A Flair is going over tonight.
You fuck what you saying.
So Roman Reigns defeats Baron Corbin in a crazy Falls Count Anywhere match where the Usos damn near killed themselves on purpose.
Why do I feel like this angle isn't done?
Of course not.
Nowhere near. Near.
Hey, fam, my little cousin them here now. We finna beat the hell out of y'all.
And we just gonna forget the fact that like 7 years ago the Usos were fighting against Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose.
Why you bringing up old shit?
Exactly.
Because it's pertinent.
That's my little cousin, fam.
Lacey Evans loses to Bayley with her daughter at ringside,
and that kind of broke my heart a little bit.
Why?
Because I really wanted Lacey Evans to win after they finally presented her as a challenger.
Daniel Bryan beats the dog shit out of the Fiend.
It just seemed
only to lose with a mandible claw with a 1, 2, 3.
Other way around. Did you see Daniel Bryan when he left?
Who lost?
He looked like uncooked barbacoa.
It's the other way around.
Wait, and Fiend, they had to get Fiend out the ring because he only had one eye. This man got hit in the face with a strap.
Yeah, you when you wear a leather mask that's hard mounted to your skull,
plus contacts,
and you can't see one eyeball.
I'm willing to bet
baby bull, Leon White.
The Fiend.
Rest in peace, the
Fiend is the new Vader.
It's time. It's Vader time.
Becky Lynch defeats Asuka with some bullshit.
On some bullshit. Asuka should still have her number. How you hit yourself in the eye with your own green mist in the history of wrestling?
Because
that has never happened.
They had to figure out some fluky ass way for Becky to go.
That has never happened.
Asuka should have beat the shit out of this girl.
I agree.
I've seen plenty of fireballs come back on Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert.
Have you ever seen one come back on the King?
Maybe when he was a heel.
Possibly, maybe. But I've never seen Green Mist come back on Muta ever.
Great Kabuki.
Ever. If you
Yoshihiro Tajiri.
Never. Like, when you get hit with green mist, it always goes out. It never goes up back into your own eye. I don't understand.
Man. You kick me in the gut and it goes up in the air?
Nah, fam, I ain't. Man,
usually I would have had to swallow it.
Right.
Pause.
And that ain't gonna kick.
Pause.
And I'm wondering if they're still because Tajiri and Muta were using condoms.
What?
That's right. And that
excuse me?
Not condom.
Not like your
someone has to explain to me what's going on.
A balloon of
a balloon that holds liquid.
Drug mule.
So when you So when you see the motion of the hand on the throat moving upward, they were massaging it up so that way
how do you not
makes them
suffocate?
even more badass?
How do you not die?
Tajiri is fighting a whole match breathing directly through his nose.
Is this dojo training? But look how many. Tajiri was one of the stiffest shooters in the ring.
Now, if you want to tell me he got a Tide Pod under his tongue, I'll believe it. No, we not.
Or maybe like a pellet.
Hey, I'm really thinking that Asuka's sitting here wrestling with her mouth shut, but as you can see, she's yapping through the whole damn match. I think she has some Kool-Aid in her mouth.
So what I'm thinking
Lemon lime for everybody.
Kyrie Sane was there with the pack.
Exactly. I'm thinking that's the case. Like at some point, either the ref slipped it to her, or she already had it like in her tights. Or
David Copperfield, your tricks and not every trick is going to be revealed.
I mean, hell, we already know. We know enough. Thanks, Rico.
Rico Cosentino, we appreciate your candor, but you a hoe.
You a hoe.
Wait
Rico.
a minute. What did Rico Constantino do to you?
This out. Let me rewind as we talk about the Royal Rumble.
As I'm getting the women's card ready, go ahead.
Prior to the Royal Rumble, Rico did an interview, and I cannot remember who he did it with, in which he talked about how the process of the Royal Rumble works. He basically just pulled the whole curtain back and was like, you see that? That's a gear. And you turn that to that pulley up there, and then that's how we fly across the screen.
And if you pull, not to this degree.
He literally walked through the Rumble he was in.
Oh, well, I mean, shit. Talk about the album you was on, the creative process.
Well, I worked with Mike. It was a different process.
Man, Dre mixed different, man. He put everybody out the room.
I didn't even know I was going to be on the album until the album got shut the fuck up, man.
Man, let him do his behind the fucking music, bruh.
You a cop now, fam. Shut up. Don't nobody want to hear from you.
He was a cop then.
He was a cop then.
What show was this?
Kicking people in the face.
Chris Featherstone of Pancakes and Power Slam show. That's where it was on.
Okay, we'll see what's up. We'll see what Rico talking about.
Yeah, it's a good read.
It's a really good read.
Yeah,
though.
if you can find it's a really good read. But fuck,
Wait,
you,
I have to read this, or this is an actual interview?
Well, both. It's both.
Wait, you got an excerpt of it? Just drop Rico's excerpt. Like,
dude, they shouldn't have posted it.
Right. Because it's really important that you talk about what he said, because of the fact that he peeled back something that a lot of people didn't know. Like, you booking on the fly, but you're not.
All right, so here's an excerpt from this interview. This is quoting Rico. So, buzzer sounds, and here I come. You look so.
I hated that.
We don't need
I
that
didn't
part.
even need that.
Skip ahead.
And I go running in. So I get there and I'm running in, and I look to see. I look where Orton is, and I go to the opposite side. And I can't remember what I did. If I did a jumping insecurity or step over and look at my butt kick, or I just did a couple of things. And then Randy and I got together, did a couple of things, boom, 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 and then I went over, and that was it. And then you just go. So
on the cool, I know that sounds like pulling the curtain back.
No.
That's
there's
the
way
least
more
aspect of what he
That's
said.
just his experience of walking to the ring. That's his involvement in the actual match. But there's before, during, and after.
Condensing it, he walked through how the agents for the match and the producers for the match and them all come out to the ring during the day,
right?
And walk through the entire match.
This is all stuff I've heard before.
But I'm saying this
from Bruce Pritchard.
But Bruce Pritchard is he's on the production side. This is the talent talking.
I'm just saying, is the information any different? Is there like anything that's like, oh my God, I've never heard this before?
No, just the point of view. It's just the point of view.
Okay.
But there are plenty.
We was finna burn Rico.
No. I say that
jokingly.
I say that tongue in cheek.
We finna burn him at the stake. We're not gonna. I just want to know if I'm supposed to be throwing lighter fluid or not.
Says his music, he's royalty, and the fact. Oh God, speaking of his music actually came into play on Sunday.
What?
It's not
fair. Yeah, in the Women's Royal Rumble.
Yeah, it happened.
Oh,
it happened.
Let's run it down. Let's run it down.
All right, come on.
Alexa Bliss comes out 1. Bianca Belair comes out number 2.
I'd have been fine with either one of them making it to the end.
Man,
Alexa Bliss has not had a proper microphone in her hand probably in the last 4 months.
It has to be injury history that just has her not in that.
That's what it is.
It has to be.
They're cussing.
And
we don't want that girl to get
begging
cussed
on social media. That can't be good when you're begging on social media for the microphone.
That's a word.
Bianca Belair.
She's getting the mic.
She
should have been in the Final Four.
She is a talent beyond compare. I feel that her efforts were completely shitted on. I'll explain later.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
Mighty Molly, because Molly Holly was in the Royal Rumble last year. This year we get Mighty Molly.
Cool nostalgia pop.
It's fine. Shouts out to Corey Graves with the Hurricane pop. Hurricane reference.
Good job.
You supposed to do it.
Shane Helms is in the back typing up forms.
Shane Helms is in the back of AEW typing up forms.
Shane ain't backstage.
I believe he's in AEW. I don't know if he's in the E.
Shane Helms is WWE.
Okay.
Matt Striker would have done more.
I don't think so.
Continue.
Google it.
Oh, wait.
It's him.
You're right.
Matt Striker would have went all the way
Chris
in on the history. And she was part of a Crash Holly. Like that.
Nikki Cross comes out at number 4.
Nikki Cross.
We weren't going to do anything with her anyway. I'm okay. I'm cool.
Lana comes in and leaves.
Storyline purposes only.
Mercedes Martinez comes out. She goes.
Solid worker.
Liv Morgan goes out. She comes in and she goes out.
Kind of wish they had done something else with her.
And then here comes the Bianca Belair clinic. She had already eliminated 3. She eliminated Alexa, Mighty Molly, and Nikki Cross. Coming out 8, 9, and 10, Mandy Rose, Candice LeRae, Sonya Deville, all eliminated by
filler
Bianca Belair.
You're damn right.
Kairi Sane's next.
Solid entertainment, but
eliminated by Alexa Bliss.
She's not going to main event. She's not going to be the women's division main event anytime soon.
The illest Crip, and I guarantee, Mia Yim.
Hey, be careful how you speak about number 13's lady.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Had you watched When Worlds Collide the night before, you'd have known that. Or been paying attention prior
to her social media, in which she posts this man endlessly.
Well,
stinging him.
See, he is stinging him.
Well,
way to go, big homie.
Alexa Bliss eliminates Kairi Sane and Mia Yim.
What?
Dana Brooke eliminated by Bianca Belair. Tamina eliminated by Bianca Belair.
Come on.
So if you keep a score at home, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 eliminations by whom? Bianca Belair.
The EST of NXT.
Yeah.
Dakota Kai comes out at 15.
No big deal.
Chelsea Green comes out at 16.
How many NXT stars did you put in the women's room?
And there you go, people. NXT is being shown.
The deck. Charlotte Flair comes out at 17.
Now all the pushes stop.
The irony about this one,
ain't nobody else getting over tonight.
Drew McIntyre came out at 16. Won it. Charlotte Flair comes out at 17.
Won it.
Naomi making a nice return.
Man,
and a hell of a show.
I was actually happy to see her. Good job.
Great job, Naomi. Great job. Oh, sidebar. Her and Bianca Belair took a hell of a picture backstage after the pay-per-view.
Oh, shit was dope.
Shit was fucking dope.
I was happy to see her.
And shouts out to our favorite Faye Jackson for reposting it.
I'd be good with her having made it to the Final Four.
You
as
can't
well,
see my face.
There's too much culture at one time.
Excuse me, y'all. Hey, hey, what's happening, Faye? Y'all know me, man. My name's Petty Messiah, and I want to wrestle in the gray sweatpants battle royale that you got. I just want to be you and me.
Hey, I'm not.
Hey, yo!
I'm not co-signing this shit.
Yo, wait, no, seriously.
She's having
She really is having a great sweatpants.
I don't need to hear that from my co-host.
I'm not playing bass for your Me Too moment.
Is it really a Me Too moment if it's Faye Jackson?
Possibly.
From her, it is, yes.
She would do the same to us.
She's doing the same to us right now.
Right now.
Just because they have different equipment doesn't make the crime any less potent.
Faye Jackson, if you listening.
Because Scorpio Sky responded, and I guarantee you, he could probably pull the trigger on a Me Too behind that shit.
He probably could.
He won't, though, but I'm just saying,
Who
it's possible.
will?
I'm going to see my way out of
It's
this
Faye
conversation.
Get well soon, Faye. Heal up.
What the hell is she going to do with bad knees?
I mean, she got to get well, man.
This could go terribly wrong if we don't stop.
I'm going to stop it.
Yeah, we just playing around. Anyway.
We love you, Faye Jackson. All right.
This could go so wrong.
Beth Phoenix.
Nostalgia Pop.
Tony Storm. Oh, well, no. Beth Phoenix comes out. Not only in Nostalgia Pop.
She worked her ass off, though.
She got her cranium cracked.
Yeah.
To the white meat.
She got her coconut split from the back.
And still fought. Pause.
Tony Storm. Kelly making another return.
Kelly.
Sarah Logan.
Okay. Yeah.
Natalia.
She had already had the wheels taken off of her rocket ship by Flair weeks before.
Sarah Logan?
Yeah.
Came out there and got beat down.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But that's my whole point. The same point I was making with Brock. If you're not going to let him get over, then what the fuck is the point?
So the crazy shit about the Natalia Beth Phoenix situation was Beth Phoenix eliminated Natalia the same way Natalia eliminated Beth Phoenix, which was also the same way Edge eliminated Randy Orton. Same way Randy Orton eliminated Edge.
There were some mirror moments.
Yeah.
Well, Beth Phoenix,
you almost missed him because of the production team, though.
Right. And the husband and wife.
Hey,
though.
You know what?
That was good action though for husband and wife.
Much like the Undertaker lost at WrestleMania at least once.
That's the answer to a trivia question. That's a good job.
The production team has caught an L.
Yeah, I would say so.
People told us the cameraman. Cameraman don't make that call.
That's the main guy. That's the head guy.
That's the monkey in the truck.
Go to hard camera. Hard camera.
The head monkey at that.
Right. Where's Eric Bischoff when you need him to walk back to the truck? Right. What are you doing?
That guy might be a gorilla at this point.
Right.
Talking about a demotion.
Head primate in charge.
Right. Fam, you need to find another job.
Oh,
okay.
Man.
Nah, it's a bad night. But whoever that was, we gonna take the pen out your hand.
Yeah, somebody got demoted.
Your laser pointer privileges have been revoked.
Don't you ever, as long as you live.
Xia Li comes out at 24 looking like a Mortal Kombat character.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Flipping the fan like a champion.
Like Melina, stinging him.
Shotzi Blackheart comes out.
Hey,
she puts on a nice little showing before she gets tossed out by Shayna Baszler.
Why does everyone wear 3 feet of colored weave?
Hold on.
I don't know.
Let me come back to this.
Why is that a thing now? Because there's a name missing
Sasha
from that
started
list.
That.
Who?
Did you see Sasha Banks Sunday?
She's hurt.
How hurt?
What?
Don't know how hurt, but there's word floating that she's hurt.
Like hurt, or just written off TV hurt.
Like we don't know hurt.
I don't like the way that sounds.
I don't
sounds
know.
like a big jar of
My
meh.
homegirl had a whole fight last night.
Sounds like a big steaming jar of meh.
I don't know how the hell they put Baszler. That's right, because she came in last. Okay.
Baszler's 30.
All right, so Baszler eliminates 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 competitors. I'll come back to that too.
Okay.
Carmella comes in at 27. Tegan Knox at 28, which is a surprise in NXT entrant. 29 is the music we were talking about from
You skipped Selena Vega?
You really did.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Selena Vega.
I did 25 was with Selena Vega. My bad.
Come on, fam.
My
Inclusion.
Yeah, my bad. And but
We ain't
29
Don't be a lazy naker.
Santina Morella makes a return from back to Houston, where his last appearance was at WrestleMania 25. I was there, and it was but yeah, he ends up eliminating himself
Again. He did the same thing.
His
He
spot
always
was
does.
hilarious.
Yeah, it was a really great spot.
Didn't he eliminate himself one year?
Yeah, Mania 25. But here's
from the Dre. So if you listen to New Day's podcast, they have renamed the Andre the Giant Battle Royal
The Dre.
The Dre. I'm officially calling it that from now on.
So
thanks, guys, for all that great content.
He actually pulls out. Well, Santina pulls out the Cobra,
out the Schwammy,
applies the Cobra to himself.
Pause.
And as Wikipedia puts it, he eliminated themselves.
Oh, because the Cobra is a separate entity. That's cute.
Or because of inclusion.
No inclusion.
Ain't nobody here for that bullshit.
And number 30 is Shayna Baszler. Now, Charlotte Flair wins the Rumble. Why would you do all this damage building up easily the most dominant woman performance ever with Bianca Belair, and someone who's very deserving because she's easily the strongest woman in NXT?
That's a future cash cow. Pause. I don't want to disrespect her by calling her a cow, but
yes,
cash cow.
Easily, like
she's a bank statement.
She prints money. Her name prints money.
Blank check, actually. And
you give her the most eliminations in the Women's Battle Royal, only to be usurped by the person who loses the Battle Royal, Shayna Baszler.
Check this out. Now, obviously, this would be me super booking the African American talent. However, what if
there's a question to be raised? Go ahead.
Yeah. What if we had a situation where Bianca Belair, she has a title match coming up with Rhea Ripley. She wins that. Go to Mania and she decides she wants to challenge Bayley for the SmackDown Women's title. Sasha would be involved one way or the other, so you get the interaction, and then Bianca Belair wins the SmackDown Women's title
and also holds on to the NXT title.
That part.
Did KO?
Or you could lose.
Did KO do that?
Or you could lose the NXT title.
KO was the NXT champion, and he beat John Cena for the US title.
Okay, so it's been done.
He lost the NXT title before he won it from Cena.
No, he had both.
He lost it.
He had both. Yeah, he had it when he beat him at Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
When he went full-time main roster, I don't think he was champ anymore.
No, he was. Yeah, you're right. He was not, but he did have both belts.
No, I just needed to know for a reference aspect. Had that happened before, where the champion in NXT turned around and beat somebody then on the main roster and kept their belt.
The only person to do that was Kevin Owens, and because he beat Kevin Owens beat Cena in his first match on at that time main roster.
Yeah. Yep.
Elimination Chamber, I believe, 2015.
That was just good.
Because Balor took it off of KO at Mania, right?
What, the US?
No, the NXT title.
Damn, I don't even remember.
Is that a takeover?
Because Balor did take it off KO, right?
It's a takeover New York, I think. Well, Don't give me the line.
We'll
I might. I have to check my stats.
Yeah. All right, so here's the thing: Bianca Belair dominant all night.
So show her ever loving ass.
But then you turn around and have another competitor replicate the same record she just established
in the same match.
Stupidity.
Or
fuck are we doing?
Or we're getting both of them over the same way.
Nah. I mean, some people.
How are we saying nah?
Some people would look at it like that.
Ain't how it is.
I mean, Baszler was always going to be at the end.
So, regardless of whether Baszler was always going to be at the end, like, you don't put somebody at 30 unless you have the intention of possibly making them look like they can win. You knew that just because of how Charlotte eliminated. Here's a problem. I know, and maybe I'm overthinking this. Here's a problem I've been seeing with Charlotte lately. She did it on Raw last night. She did it Sunday in the Rumble with Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair was on the top rope, and maybe it's a communication issue. It looks like there are times when Charlotte is supposed to take something and she refuses to take it.
She's a daddy's daughter.
It doesn't matter. It shouldn't be that apparent to someone who's never set foot in a wrestling ring.
That part.
I think a lot of that. I'm joking when I say she's a daddy's daughter. What I'm saying really is you touched on it. I think it's a real miscommunication aspect.
But why is it that visible to me who's never set foot in a wrestling ring?
Because she's very visible when she fucks something up. Chick Flair is noticeable.
I'm not saying she fucks it up. What I'm saying is she's just saying hell no. Like, for instance, there was a spot last night on Monday Night Raw where she was supposed to get thrown headfirst into a turnbuckle.
She just said, fuck it, I'm not doing it.
And she basically hit the brakes. She was like, She muscled up on Kairi Sane and said, it's not happening.
I told y'all when she slapped the shit out of Kairi Sane on Raw about 3 weeks
ago.
She slapped the shit
right
out
before
of
TLC,
Sane.
she slapped the ever-loving dog shit out of Kairi Sane on the outside on the guard.
And she don't like Sasha.
Pencil pushers.
I think she kicks out. Who did she kick in the stomach? And I was like, she kicked that bitch for real.
Pencil pushers, please, whatever you do, if you find a clip of someone slapping the shit out of somebody, whether it be like a chop or open-handed smack to the mouth or an errant Samoa Joe punch to the jaw, brokenpencilbc@gmail.com, show at brokenpencilbc.com. Listen, we need...
It's content season. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, just send it. We'll deal with it.
We'll appreciate you.
What was I looking for?
You were looking for...
It was something that you sent tonight. It was a tweet.
Something I sent?
Yes, you sent to me. And shouts out to Asante Works Public Relations, RPR. Somebody we need to get a hold to. It's a podcast in DC.
Oh, yeah, DDT
Divas. They posed a question on Twitter. And their taglines for black women who love wrestling and by black women who love wrestling.
Super cool.
And
we have followed them. I do believe.
Yeah, we are definitely in their scopes. They're definitely in our scopes too. That said, they posed a question as relates to the Royal Rumble on Sunday, and I'm trying to find a mention on my Twitterpedia in this bitch. This is intro. Where's it at? Swab, I know you got this.
I'm on their thread now. I'm looking for that.
No, it's something that you sent out. It had to do with the misrepresentation of African American superstars.
Yeah, that was their tweet.
Right.
Yeah, did WWE do a disservice to the majority of men of color? Kofi, Big E, Shelton Benjamin, MVP, Keith Lee, Rey Mysterio, Nakamura, Ricochet.
Not just African American, but
in the men's Royal Rumble.
Men of color, period.
I never looked at it quite that way, but I mean,
I think there was
knowns.
I think there was more of a disservice to the women than it was to the men.
How so?
Zelina Vega was unceremoniously tossed. So was Xia Li.
Mia Yim.
We won't even talk. I don't even want to talk about Mia Yim because the elephant in the room to me was Bianca Belair housing shit for the first half. Shayna, by the time she gets eliminated by Charlotte, Shayna Baszler comes in and houses shit the second half, and you forget about Bianca Belair.
Do you?
Yes.
They're not gonna not.
We don't.
So Wednesday, when we get to Wednesday, because Wednesday is when NXT gets highlighted. No one's going to forget about Bianca Belair. Now,
Bianca Belair won't let you forget about her on Wednesday.
Again, this is all scripted. So when we get into Wednesday, if they somehow don't mention how dominant Bianca Belair was, then yes, we have a problem. I can fully agree into that. But tonight or Monday night, we don't know what they would do.
So, all right. So basically what you're saying is that there are two women who are responsible for legitimately 50% of the eliminations in the Women's Royal Rumble match on Sunday.
And both of them should be mentioned on Wednesday.
If only one of them is mentioned, there's a problem.
Both of them should be mentioned because that's what they do.
But if only one of them is mentioned, there's a problem.
If they don't mention, I'm saying exactly what I mean. If they don't mention Bianca Belair being dominant in the Rumble, we have a problem.
Okay, so we just need to hold our reservations until we see tomorrow.
Let's get to Wednesday because here's the problem: we don't have. It wasn't Monday night, but we can highlight Bianca.
And I'm not trying to make this an issue. I'm just poking the bear.
No, but it makes sense, and the question is a good, valid question. I don't know that they highlighted the men of color, but what I will say is this: you are part of a whole when you sign up for the WWE.
On the flip side, now that you say that, on the flip side, I think Keith Lee became a made man. Anytime you stand face to face with Brock Lesnar and Brock Lesnar can talk shit about you and the deaf, dumb, and blind can read his lips.
Oh yeah,
you're a made man.
Walking out of Mania,
he's on the slow cooker to success.
Yeah, Keith Lee is your next big star when they pull the trigger, and they will be pulling the trigger
correctly.
I'm not against that statement either. I don't disagree with you when you say that. There's a way.
Here's a question for you, Suave. One way you could fuck it up.
Giving him a corny ass gimmick.
Yep.
Trying to repackage him when he comes to main roster.
That's buried many a person. Many a person. I don't think they would do that to Keith Lee simply because they let him keep his name.
Trying to implant personality into people.
Question: how hurt is TVD?
TVD is really hurt.
From what last thing I read, it was kind of serious.
TVD is really hurt.
Get well soon, man. We miss you on TV.
Like, fam, come back. Like,
we miss you. We miss your promos, fam.
Hey, come back.
Like, damn.
Here's the thing. To talk about what we were touching on, you're an employee. You do kind of what they tell you to do.
I mean, that's at any job, but
if in this instance, I don't think. I think it's more coincidence than it is anything else. When we run through those first 15 people, it's just the luck of the draw. Like, we got a thing that
there is no such thing as the luck of the draw.
Here's what I'm saying.
It's a produced
Here's
segment.
what I'm saying about luck of the draw. Do you have a storyline going on?
It doesn't exist.
This is what I'm calling luck of the draw.
Nah.
Do you have a storyline going on?
There is no luck of the draw.
When we get to 21 to 30, that's the impactful aspect of what we need people to think about when we go into Monday. Because I'm going from show to show.
We have a list of people. Am I going to give you something creative to do?
And that's where the luck comes in. If our storylines haven't lined up where you had anything to do, your ass is finna get fed to Brock Lesnar.
So I'll take this further than men of color. We'll go past that. WWE has a shitty reputation for handling its international stars.
True.
Fuck whether you just have different skin color. Nakamura, Cesaro, name every international star that's ever had a semi-run.
Tajiri.
Hakushi.
And then you're just gonna say they're
Did you say Hakushi?
But dead ass in '95, they brought
Hakushi came out there with kanji paint on his whole body, falling out the sky on people. I guess he was a big fucking deal.
You're right.
He was doing shit in '95 that you could only see either on an ECW tape or in Japan.
And he was doing it on WWE television.
He had one program with Bret Hart, and then he was mid-card mafia for the rest of his life.
And I remember Hakushi coming out there, white pants, kanji, hat, coming to the ring, beating the ever-loving shit out of people.
Speaking of which, you want a great match with him? ECW Heatwave 98, he is teaming with... Shit. I just lost my train of thought. But against Rob Van Dam and Sabu. Jinsei Shinzaki.
Wow.
That's his real name.
Look at the memory working. What? God damn.
You really gotta... Your memory ain't working, fam.
It ain't. That's what happens when you don't press the buttons. You know what I'm saying? So... Speaking of international talent, let's run down this NXT Worlds Collide results list. Mm-hmm. Finn Balor over Ilja Dragunov. You had Jordan Devlin and Angel Garza. I'm sorry, Jordan Devlin over Angel Garza, Isaiah Swerve Scott, and Travis Banks in a fatal four-way for the NXT Cruiserweight Championship. No longer the 205 Live. But Jordan Devlin wins the NXT Cruiserweight Championship, so he takes that back across the pond.
Championship.
DIY reunites to take on Mustache Mountain, who in DIY wins.
It was Hayabusa.
And Hayabusa's gone, right? Rest in peace.
I
don't know.
I believe he had a severe neck injury and passed away from it. I could be wrong.
I don't want to put that man in the grave.
Okay. Well,
let's find out who
marked. Okay, just in case. All right.
Yes, he is no longer with us.
Yes. Okay. I thought
2016.
Speaking of, Samoa Joe. We got to come back to him too. Rhea Ripley versus Toni Storm. Rhea Ripley wins to retain the NXT Championship, the NXT Women's Championship. And then
don't treat me like a woman.
Your guys
treat me like a man.
Your guys.
Ooh.
Your draft pick.
Say their name with reverence and respect.
Imperium.
Bum, 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 bum. The Ring General. Walter,
Fabian Eichner, Marcel Barthel, Alexander Wolf.
You want to keep it 1,000? I would have loved to seen Walter in the Royal Rumble and come out and square off with Brock.
I really felt like Walter was going to come out there.
They'd have fucked him off.
I don't know. He had to come out in the second half of the Royal Rumble.
If he comes out in the second half of the Rumble, he's damn near the guy to win.
But there's only one real 4-man faction, or so we thought until this point, because Imperium defeated the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, baby, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, and Roderick Strong. Something's about to happen. Roderick Strong has always been the odd man out. I think it's only a matter of time before he gets the excommunication from the UE. As much as I don't want to see it happen, I think it's going to. We don't have much longer, actually.
Well, we got that tag team.
Yeah,
tag team mixtape.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, we didn't do the Charlotte Flair. What we thought she was going to end up doing with her title shot.
All right, so we'll take a break for grown folks things. We got to refill our beverages and take care of
My shit is empty.
Yeah, straight up. Broken Pencil BC on all things social. BrokenPencilBC@gmail.com, and we will be right back with you. Seagulls, hot tips and gin.
Yeah, we ain't had hot chips and gin in a while.
Well, Seagulls is a really good place. You should go. They have hot chips and gin. We're in the parking lot right now.
Styrofoam cups up, liquor down.
You did?
Shit, nigga. A hoe is a hoe. A hoe at the shit. I'm strictly referring to them hoe ass niggas. Feel me? I go by the name of that boy Diddy. This is my man Fat Boy. You know, 8-ball niggas. That's right.
I pull up with my niggas, you know it's on and poppin'. I'm the fattest Mac, so everybody watching. My Timbos ain't scuffed, hydro I got enough. That kind that make you choke every time you take a puff. Them real players keep it, nothing but ballers keep it. You can smell it on my clothes, so it ain't no secret. Rag on my head, braids to the back. Give me that Grey Goose and put that yak back. I'm on another level, bitches I got several. Don't try to rob me, I got that heavy metal. You in the dirt now, you underground now. Can't make a sound now, you want a clown now. Stop playing games, ho. It's about that money you making. You playing games, ho. Ain't about no talking or faking. Stop playing games, ho. It's about the life you living. You playing games, ho. Look at all this money you missing. Stop playing games, ho. It's about that money you making. You playing games, ho. Ain't about no talking or faking. Stop playing games, ho. It's about the life you living. You playing games, ho. Look at all this money you missing. Yo, what's the deal, pimpin'? I'm so for real pimpin'. I get my Cinderella with unbroken seals pimpin'. I flip a big truck with some big rims. I get my dick sucked when I pull out the bins. Switching CDs, watching DVDs. Down MLK in my SUV. Pigeon jocking me, they wanna ride with me. You gotta be down, ho, like Bobby Brown and Whitney. I'm not gorilla pimping, but I keep them killers with me. Yo, you for real, nigga? Think you can deal with me? You got a couple of guns, you know a couple of dudes. You need to shut your mouth, this what you need to do. Stop playing games, ho. It's about that money you making. You playing games, ho. about no talking or faking, not playing games, ho. It's about the life you living, you playing games, ho. Look at all this money you missing, not playing games, ho. It's about that money you making, you playing games, ho. Ain't about no talking or faking, not playing games, ho. It's about the life you living, you playing games, ho. Look at all this money you missing, listen carefully. Let me tell you something, this song is dedicated to niggas out there bumping, talking too much, faking, shaking, fronting. You got a lot to say and didn't nobody ask you nothing. Might get your jaw broke, might get your wig split, might get your car shot up, might get your dough kicked, might get you kidnapped, might get your neck snapped. Don't get your feelings hurt thinking this is just a rap. To all you little mamas that wanna get my number after the show is over, you wanna come on over, you wanna sip more, you wanna smoke dro. Ask me 20 questions, this ain't no talk show. I'm not your boyfriend, I'm not your husband, I'm not your sugar daddy, I'm not your best friend. Don't need no best man, don't need no wedding band. Close your mouth and listen close to what I'm saying. Stop playing games, ho. It's about that money you making, you playing games, ho. Ain't about no talking or faking, not playing games, ho. It's about the life you living, you playing games, ho. Look at all this money you missing, not playing games, ho. It's about that money you making, you playing games, ho. Ain't about no talking or faking, not playing games, ho. It's about the life you living, you playing games, ho. Look at all this money you missing, not playing games, ho. You playing games, ho. Stop 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 playing games, ho.
Biggity Broken Pencil BC at gmail.com. Broken Pencil BC on all things social. Show at brokenpencilbc.com. We are black. Getting ready for Black History Month.
This is gonna be real.
We still whenever we do our first episode, maybe it's next week, maybe it's the week after. But whenever we do our first episode, we got to make sure we do our commentary. The late great Rocky Johnson versus Bruiser Brody, the late Bruiser Brody.
Broken Pencil Mystery Science Theater.
We'll have the audio playing in the background, and we'll also be commentating on top of the commentary, doing our own shit.
Black History Month starts Saturday. Get your clothes, get your socks.
It's gonna be such good shit.
It's gonna be such good shit.
Such good shit.
I'm riding on you hoes all month long.
And I
just want you to know.
Hey, and if you just understand, Wakanda is not a real place.
Oh, but it will be during the month of February. Straight out Wakanda. Crazy motherfucker named T'Challa. Yeah. See, if I was into like sketch comedy or actively into sketch comedy, I'd fuck the game up.
That's a good one.
That is. Fuck a man, I'm gonna go and slap your mama. What let's see here.
So
Charlotte Flair.
So there was an interesting thing that happened. Because we, if you follow us on Instagram and all our social accounts, which you should be doing at Broken Pencil BC.
What they need to do is get on this damn text thread. You got to figure out how to pay us. You know what I'm saying?
By this much.
A whole lot of money.
By this much.
For a nominal fee.
For a nominal fee.
Nominal fee.
I will slice off some of this Broken Pencil knowledge.
And put it on your plate.
And put it on your plate.
On your plate. Yes.
But what we had happen was we put out an advertising meme. We put some stuff out, just kind of get some conversation. Yeah, we started a what if thread. Well, not even a thread. We just started a series of what if messages and things of that nature. So we decided to fantasy book the way we do in our own text thread, but with everyone else.
And green lettering. Because that's what the fuck we do.
Yeah. In bold, broken pencil colors. And we decided to ask, what if Charlotte entered the men's Royal Rumble and won it? That way, another woman could actually win something. Possibly.
Did that happen?
Nah. So, however, next night on Raw, Charlotte decides to cut a promo. Why? Not really sure. But she alluded to the fact that she was going to challenge for a championship. Emphasis on a championship.
And she also let it be known that it was not going to be anything specific because she hasn't decided yet.
So, us thinking, especially on the heels of Tessa Blanchard and her being world heavyweight champion, you're not going to put Charlotte Flair in the ring with Brock Lesnar because that's not going to go well at all. You're not going to put Charlotte Flair in the ring with The Fiend because now you're just burning money.
Keep hitting it. Keep hitting it. Keep hitting it. Keep hitting it. Get away from that man before he kills all of you.
You want to see people walk out of a WrestleMania?
That's how you get people
crying,
you
real tears.
Cringe? Book Charlotte Flair to go over The Fiend and watch what happens.
Oh yeah, that's a riot. They'll tear that building down. It'll be a Rick and Morty episode.
I found it interesting that she decided to say she was challenging for a championship, and she's not really decided.
You know what I feel like? I feel like they don't know what they want her to do.
In which case,
so they sent her out there with that right there. They're like,
in which case, what the fuck is you putting her in that spot for?
I'm just saying. I don't think they knew. I knew they wanted her to win, but they don't know if they want to pull the trigger on putting Ronda.
Why? If you don't know what to do with her,
I mean, she gonna. It's a foregone conclusion.
Okay, what's the odds of Ronda getting a belt? Before WrestleMania.
She not.
Shout out to Ronda Rousey, who had the troll of the year.
What she said?
She tweeted out a meme, one of the ones with her sitting getting her hair braided. Yeah. You thought I was coming back tonight? Greatest troll job I've ever seen. Fan-fucking-tastic. Thank you, Rhonda, for your participation in the 2020 Royal Rumble social media thread.
Hey, come back.
For this?
Let me see.
I had to double check and make sure it was actually Ronda Rousey who tweeted it.
But that's what she would do.
But dead ass, and that was a good job. I wouldn't come back for this shit.
I'm not coming back to be in the midst of 29 other people.
We pretty much assume by hook or crook some way you're going to come back to Ronda Rousey versus Becky Lynch.
Watch her walk into the Elimination Chamber and walk off with somebody's belt.
So then what? After all of this, Charlotte's going to go back to SmackDown?
I don't know where she's going to go.
But
it stands for Ronda to come back, go to SmackDown, and beat the crap out of Bayley.
Does Charlotte versus Bayley give you anything
it don't make
WrestleMania-ish?
Not yet.
No disrespect to either talent, but they haven't been
not
booked
yet, but it could.
Neither has been booked in a way that makes me want to see them do that.
We got 8 weeks.
Well, nah, because
shit, you need 8 months.
No one cared. It seemed that no one cared about the Bayley Lacey Evans match. In fact, Bayley walked to the ring. I know it's part of her gimmick, but she walks to the ring as if she doesn't even care about being fucking hired by WWE.
When fact and fiction meet together,
and the only person that
walking to the ring like, what the fuck is up? I'm here, man. I got my paycheck.
Like if the song,
a lot of that going on. Shout out to the Revival.
Right. Wow. If the ba-doo had thunder and lightning and the black cloud attached to it, that would be Bayley walking to the ring.
You know what? It's because it's hard for Bayley to emote anger.
Bayley reminds me of Lydia.
Because Sasha Banks did it for her.
Bayley reminds me of Lydia from the Beetlejuice cartoon.
She does.
Wait. So
and that's not a bad thing.
It's just a comparison.
Did you notice that she had on the black and white?
I did.
What I call it?
Bailey W.O.
Hollywood Hugs Hogan. Macho Queen Bailey Savage.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I actually like that.
Macho Queen.
Stinging them.
Macho Queen. Look, here's the thing. I want her to... She hasn't congealed into being a heel yet. And that's kind of bad.
You got to give her opportunities.
You really got to give her a good face to bounce off of.
Maybe she needs to go bounce a face. How about that?
In the infamous words of LL Cool J in Any Given Sunday, how much you paying that 300-pound blocker? Let him block. How much you paying that damn writer? Let him write.
Yeah. Give us
you ain't writing shit.
Give us something.
They are writing shit and it's getting shot down. But one way or the other, we're not getting premium content on television.
I want Bayley to be the heel she's supposed to be. Because she's Hollywood Hugs Hogan right now. We just don't know what to do with her. Give her a stable.
Seems like everyone knows what to do with her except for the people
in
charge of doing stuff with her.
Hey, we don't work there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could book the hell out of Bayley.
You
right
can't.
now.
What stable are you going to put her in when she's already legitimately part of the stable with the dirtiest daughter in the game?
They're not an active stable.
They're not an active stable. They're not a stable.
You go Bayley, Sasha, hell, pick up Carmella. I mean, she ain't been able to do as much as she used to.
Nothing. Go get Naomi.
No.
Go get somebody that can benefit. Go get Liv Morgan.
I still think Naomi's going to end up with her husband and other Oos and Big Oos.
Okay.
Yeah, it might.
Bloodline.
She a bloodline.
Turn
she
up.
Part of
something's going to happen when that.
I'm cool with that.
Well, I mean, it's a foregone conclusion that by the end of 2020, Roman Reigns is a champion. It's going.
I want to see them all with belts, like nation style,
and that could happen too.
I would love for that to happen.
But
it's just you're not going to do it the right way. You're
by the time they do it, it'll be convoluted.
You're not going to centerpiece that group and show real cohesion. So
in that aspect with Bayley needs something, man. Like cutting those wacky waving arm guys, that was amazing. They couldn't have turned her heel any better than that. But
I mean, making kids cry does help you turn heel, but that was some really corny shit.
Other than jumping people from behind, what has she done to be a heel?
Nothing.
Have Sasha as a mouthpiece.
She's just Bayley with a different haircut.
So that's why when she comes out by herself, no one has any reaction.
Yeah, because she's just Bayley with a different haircut. She's sad Bayley. She's not mad Bayley. Angry Bayley.
Okay, then give me an emo gimmick.
So wait,
put on a leather jacket and some jean shorts. Turn her into the female Raven.
So hold on. So we got to Bayley from Charlotte, like, which is cool
because we were trying to figure out what she's doing at WrestleMania.
We know it ain't Bayley because we too busy burying her ass.
But watch you end up getting it anyway.
We're gonna get Charlotte versus Bayley.
Wait, hold on, real quick.
Hey, everybody!
You know who ain't gonna win?
Come on, let's do it.
No.
We don't even know what the matches are.
You're not gonna fool us like this.
We know Charlotte's not going against Bayley.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice,
shame on you.
He's the one playing the music. I was like, okay, what are we doing?
Fool me twice.
What are we booking here? Are we booking Elimination Chamber?
Fool me twice, get the strap.
Get the strip.
Here's the case. The case for Bayley.
Shouts out to Governor Tate.
Boy. Since we on the subject, I saw people on my timeline talking about they were confused by that episode. Let me say double fuck you for being stupid. That was the best episode since Tommy's episode.
Not only that might arguably be the funniest episode of Power ever, and it's not. I laugh so much.
You might want to follow her and catch an Uber. Say, bro, Tate ain't gay. No fucks.
It's so the humor is so dark. Like the last movie or show I remember that had such dark humor where you laugh through it unbelievably. Like I can't believe this shit. Shot us.
Oh god. Wow.
Shot us.
This Tate episode was the epitome of
dark humor.
It was the epitome of dark humor. But it was fuck. I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, move on. Yeah, the time episode was the shit too. But yeah, shout out.
Chestnut check. That's what I was thinking of. Is the epitome of chestnut checkers.
Yeah,
there you go. So, if she's not gonna fight Bayley, Charlotte's gonna fight Andrade.
We just did this whole fucking segment to say that she might challenge for a men's title,
and she's going to end up possibly saying her fiance.
If she goes over Shinsuke, fuck wrestling.
People will riot.
Shinsuke will retire.
I mean, but Sami Callihan put Tessa over, didn't he?
So, all
right. Well, Sami Callihan
is nowhere near the caliber of Shinsuke Nakamura.
Shinsuke Nakamura has been wrestling for damn near 20 years.
I'm sorry. Stop burning money.
The last 5 years have been in WWE to some capacity. Before that, Japan.
And then Shinsuke is not a chicken shit heel either. Now, if you put Sami Zayn in this same situation, you might have something.
Shinsuke Nakamura is a national treasure in Japan.
She needs a Eddie Guerrero. And the reason why I reference that as a semi-historian, China did the same thing where she started fighting for men's titles or titles that were associated with men only.
But sure, why not? We ain't taking shit else serious.
Yeah, but like Andrade is a killer with an assistant. On top of that, in real life, her fiance.
Yeah, who gonna work safer with her?
That means I can put her over at Mania and get over at my house.
Yeah. Oh man!
And with this wellness violation, you know he may not be holding on to the title very much longer anyway.
Yeah,
and if he's gonna lose it, who would you rather him lose it to? Humberto Carrillo or Charlotte Flair?
And the double-handed guac will be real that night.
On the cool, this shit is snowballing. Like we bullshitting and throwing stuff off the wall.
But this is really what's happening.
Like there's enough pieces to make this shit snowball. If we talk about it out loud, it might happen.
I mean, the fax machine don't work no more, but we know you listen.
Hey,
we know y'all listen.
Have you not been looking at the WWE Instagram?
I'm looking at everything.
Shout out to our friends at WWE on Fox. Shout out to the WWE Instagram team. Those are our buddies because somebody over there.
Why don't you just pull up with a truck, fam?
Nope. That's
it ain't that easy.
That's not how they do
business.
It ain't
that easy.
I know it's not.
Y'all
just gonna continue pillaging until finally
we'll all see each other at a meet and greet, have some wings and beers or whatever.
Oh, it's you guys.
Hey guys,
come here for a second. We got something for you.
You gonna take us out back and shoot us? What's going on?
No, you get an old school WWF duffel bag full of money, like
full of money.
Ted DiBiase
and some ice cream bars.
I was saying some ice cream bars. You gotta have the ice cream bars
on ice.
Hey, we got this for you. Are these ice cream bars? Lift up the boxes. Oh,
straight up.
Oh,
first to hit the street.
All right. So before we shut this down,
get the strap.
We had another Broken Pencil Impromptu mixtape before the show during our production. We started talking about tag teams.
Yeah, I saw some shit in a group on Facebook, and I was like, "This is a good question. I'm going to steal this."
Tag team.
Top 5 tag teams of all time. Petty Messiah, run them off.
Demolition, world's greatest tag team.
Well, hold on a second. Hold on. Are you going in any order? Or
I'm just rambling.
Okay.
We going one at a time or 5 at a time?
What we doing?
Let's go 5 at a time. Go ahead.
All right. Demolition, world's greatest tag team. Freebirds, Usos, and the Rock and Roll Connection.
Okay, you on the
Rock and Roll Connection.
Rock and Sock Connection?
The Rock and Roll
Express?
There you go.
Okay.
Ricky Morton.
Okay, Rock and Roll Express. Okay.
And Robin Cross Strands?
Yeah, basically. Shout out to NWA Power.
What if I turn Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson into a tag team with The Rock and Mankind?
Right.
Be the greatest shit of all time.
I'm doing it.
Remix? All right. Let me hit you with mine real quick. I'm gonna go in order.
All right.
Number 5, Steiner Brothers.
Damn it, that's my 1.
Number 4, Harlem Heat.
Good job. Good shout out.
Number 3, Rock and Roll Express.
Okay.
Damn, they on 2 lists.
Number 2, I'm gonna go Midnight Express.
Good job, because I thought I was going to do it on my list.
And number 1, I have to go with the LOD.
Damn it, stay off my list, bro.
Dang.
I got the Steiner Brothers.
All right.
Road Warriors.
All right.
Shout out to the New Day.
All right.
The Usos.
Uh-huh.
And the Outsiders.
All right. Now, I got my addendum to this. Above all of these.
Come on, give a bonus cut.
Bonus cut has to go.
1.
The Dudley Boys.
ECW's Dudley Boys.
Yeah.
The Dudleys.
Yeah. There's a whole difference.
I get it. But Bubba Ray and Devon Dudley.
Gotcha. Give me 1.
Bonus cut. I'm coming out of left field with this one.
Go ahead.
Shoot.
Beer money.
Beer money.
I got 1 from left field that'll trump the both of you. Sabu and Rob Van Dam.
All right, yeah. Shit.
I'm an ECW disciple, so we finna get it popping around here.
Oh. I like to call myself a peer. You know what's crazy is
can I put the Hardys on there?
Sure.
America's Most Wanted should be on this list. The only problem was they were broken up because one person decided he was better than the team.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Braden Walker.
Braden Walker.
Never gets old.
Never
gets old. Actually, the honorable mention, Edge and Christian.
Stanging them.
Yes, stanging them.
ENC.
So everybody that was in tables, ladders, and chairs gets an honorable mention.
True.
Yeah, these are facts. Yeah.
But I mean,
Arn and Tully.
Yeah,
I wanted to say them.
Well, the Brain Busters and Arn and Tully, because they're 2 completely different tag teams in my opinion.
Wow.
Shout out to the Revival because they really need to be.
Arn and Bobby Eaton is a good one.
It is a good one from Doom.
Yeah. Oh, how could we forget Doom?
Do not disrespect Butch Reed and Ron Simmons. You could get your ass kicked.
In real life.
They were the APA before the APA.
There's another one. APA.
You can get stumped in the club.
Oh, man. Here's another one.
Jeez.
DX.
Do they really count?
Okay.
New Age Outlaws.
New Age Outlaws. Yeah. If you're going to bring up DX, it's got to go to New Age Outlaws.
I mean, they were tag team champions, but
Oh,
I don't look at
you
DX
didn't
as
know?
a tag team.
Yeah, but New Age Outlaws were what, 7-time tag team champions?
They went in.
Mm-hmm.
They out there.
The Shield kind of counts, but they don't.
Nah.
Now, this is before y'all's time, but the Guerrero brothers, one hell of a tag team.
True.
And they were a 6-man in the AWA.
That's the only reason why I brought up the Freebirds.
Yeah, in Mid-South, the Rock and Roll Express was going head up week after. For 8 weeks in a row, they went up against Hector and Chavo Sr.
Man.
And in the AWA, they brought in Armando. And Armando, I think, actually wrestling world class.
I didn't realize there was that many of them.
Dustin Rhodes and Barry Windham.
Blackjacks.
Barry Windham and Mike Rotunda.
Gordy and Dr. Death.
Ooh.
Terry and
That's the Bill Watts era of getting your ass kicked on this Clash of Champions.
They were actually. Oh, so you're talking about the WCW version?
Yes.
The Japan version was worse.
From Japan. Because what was the name of them in Japan? I gotta Google this because
because that's an homage moment. That is.
I mean, shit. Then a tag team that never got a chance to be seen on a national scale. RC and Charlie, the Haas brothers.
The Miracle Violence Connection.
There you go. That's it. I was like, I knew it was one of the
MVC.
The Minnesota Stretching Crew. They get an honorable mention.
Well, the Minnesota Wrecking Crew.
Yes. Arn and Ole.
Ole and Thunderbolt Patterson.
Gene and Ole.
Ooh.
Do we get to say the Four Horsemen?
Arn and
Tully, yeah. What's another one? Wild Bill and Scott Hogg Irwin.
Good Lord.
Hey, Henry O. Godwin and Phineas I got.
Now you're stretching.
Or am I? They were over as shit.
It's a little bit of a reach. Because then you can end up putting the Body Donnas and the Smoking Guns on you.
I mean, shit.
Smoking Guns wasn't bad though. Like,
hey, the Rockers were a good tag team.
The Head Shrinkers.
Scott Hall and Kurt Hennig in the AWA.
Yes, you got the Samoan SWAT team, the Wild Samoans.
Man, the SST. I was legitimately scared of the SST.
Yeah, they might get loose on your ass.
For my Memphis folks, shout out to PG-13.
Oh no, 3 count.
Fucking 3 count.
Now you just naming tag teams.
Yeah, you just naming tag teams.
But like greater tag teams that I like to see in action.
The Faces of Fear, Haku and Barbarian.
No. What was the name? Powers of Pain?
Yes, Warlord and Barbarian.
That just sounds like dangerous arm dragging.
I take Haku and Barbarian against almost anybody.
On everything.
On everything. Doom is the only team I don't have them just going over.
Are they cousins or is it the Barbarian that's cousins with the
He's a cousin.
Okay.
Jeez. Hold on. So wait, Demolition. Yeah. So Legion of Doom, Demolition, and what's the other one? Because there's 3 that look like that. Or am I tripping?
Powers of Pain.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
It's a lot and then the Blade Runners.
Runner, Rock
and Sting.
Yes.
Dingo.
Hold that for a second.
The Mega Powers.
Because we're going to plant a seed for you. At the end of November, we have another Saudi show, Super Showdown. And
why? I wouldn't go.
Chopper City in the game.
What do you think the odds of seeing Taker versus Sting in front of the Prince would be?
This close to WrestleMania, why would you waste it overseas?
I'm not gonna waste that overseas.
If it was possible to pull off, why
you got
would you
8 weeks?
Why would you take that overseas when you have 10 weeks to WrestleMania?
One reason. WrestleMania means nothing to Sting. It means everything to The Undertaker.
So have him fight at SummerSlam.
The bigger dollar, in my opinion, goes in Saudi, not in Mania.
The bigger dollar, but we're already in the midst of potential money mismanagement when it comes to Saudi Arabia and these events and different shit that goes on. Number one, why would you go back over there after what happened the last time anyway? That's number one. Number two, the biggest WrestleMania match to never happen. You just gonna throw it out there in Saudi, or you gonna promote it and get a bigger gate at WrestleMania?
Because if I can see Sting and Undertaker fight this year,
I'd go to Tampa.
I'm going to Tampa.
I'd say Tampa too.
Tony Dungy. Shit. Stop playing games. Put that A-ball on there so they know.
And played at the break.
I pull up with my Nakers. You know it's on and popping. I'm the fattest Mac. Everybody watching. Stop defending everybody.
Oh man.
Fuck.
I see a buy rate for that that's so large, even with both of them kind of being at a point where you got to gingerly take spots.
Then I also say, why would you spoil Taker if Taker's been off television as long as he has, why would you spoil his return in Saudi when WrestleMania is 2 weeks after?
WrestleMania is not 2 weeks after. WrestleMania is 4 weeks after.
Even still.
Super Showdown is what, February 23rd?
February 27th.
So,
still.
Because the following week is when you have the Elimination Chamber, which, again, planting seeds. It is an International Month of Cool. Mm-hmm. We will also talk about that on the next time that we wrap, because we'll be talking about any matches that have been called for Super Showdown. We'll start predicting WrestleMania matches. Shit, man, there's a ton of things that we possibly could do. But
so we're 6 weeks from Saudi right now.
5
weeks from Saudi.
Yep.
It's gonna be some interesting TV.
Like, why even do that?
This seemed like an abrupt.
I know why.
On a road to WrestleMania. Like, why are we doing this?
I know the answer. The answer is a bag.
Yeah, security.
However,
Baggington
Securitas.
Fuck around, go over there and can't fly back this time.
Yeah, well.
We know who getting on the jet first.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was dancing at the Royal Rumble.
He'll have his own jet.
He's out of there.
If you are figured into the top half of the card for WrestleMania, you'll board this jet immediately following Showdown in Saudi.
Right.
Petty Messiah, thank you for coming back again this week. We will catch you the next time. You have anything any closing remarks, sir?
Hey, man. Keep listening, y'all. We trying to do it. We doing it for y'all.
Broken Pencil BC on all things social. What was that, Mike Tyson? Broken Pencil BC on all things social. Broken Pencil BC at gmail.com. Show at brokenpencilbc.com. Shit, man.
Like, rate, subscribe, share. Watch us listen on YouTube. Tell a friend.
Asante Works Public Relations. Asante Works PR on Instagram. Check us out with her. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't talking to nobody.
If you are people, we fuck with you. If you fool with you, we cool with you. But if you ain't our people, you need to holler at us. You holler at Asante Works PR. Suave, take us to the house.
Pushers.
One more time.
Pencil pushers. Heads up. Pencils down.